हरे कृष्ण एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, प्रणाम माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण
हरे
माता जी,
कृष्ण
प्रणाम।
प्रणाम।
प्रणाम
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्णा।
माता जी प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी।
प्रणाम
हरे
साठ।
कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
ओ दंडवत प्रणाम प्रेम प्रकाश जगदीश प्रभु। ओके स्टार्ट। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, chapter number 19, verse number 9. I'm looking for Dhanya Dhameshwari Mataji. Chalo, whoever wants to read the verse, the culture set by Prem Prakash Hadas Prabhu is that they get to raise their hand. Venkat Narsimha Prabhu Ji, Hare Krishna. Venkat Narsimha Prabhu Ji. Okay, Anjali Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। प्रणाम। भारते अपे वर्षे भगवान नर नारायण आख्य आकल्प अंतम उपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य उपशम उपरम आत्मा उपलंभन अनुग्रहाय आत्मा वतम अनुकंपया तपहा अव्यक्त गति ही चरति। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Thank you, Krishna. Madhumai Krishna Kant Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारतेऽपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्यः आकल्पान्तम् उपचित धर्मज्ञानवैराग्य ऐश्वर्योपशमा उपरमा आत्मोपलम्भनम् अनुग्रहाय आत्मवताम् अनुकम्पया तपोव्यक्त गतिश्चरति। थैंक यू माता जी। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. Chitra Mohini Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारते अपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्यः अकल्पान्तम् उपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्ये ऐश्वर्यो उपशमो उप परमात्मात्म फलम्ब नम अनुग्रहायात्मवताम् अनुकंपाय तपो अव्यक्त गतिश्चरति। हरे कृष्ण माता जी। थैंक यू माता जी।
Hare Krishna. Prakash Rao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारतेऽपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्य अकल्पान्तं उपचित धर्मज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्यो उपशमो पर आत्मो उपलम्भनम् अनुग्रह आत्मवताम् अनुकंपया तपो व्यक्त गतिरच्छति। हरे कृष्ण माता।
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Vijay Kumari Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। प्रणाम माता जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारते अभिवर्षे भगवान नर नारायणाख्याग बांध उपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य योग समो भरत मोबलम पनम अनुग्रहयात्मा पदम अनुकम्या अनुकंब यो मबो अव्यक्त कदि सरदि। हरे कृष्ण माता जी। थैंक यू माता जी।
Srinivas Dayamay Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारतेऽपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्या आकल्पान्तम् उपचित धर्मज्ञानवैराग्यश्व ऐश्वर्य उपशमो परमात्मो उपलम्भनम् अनुग्रहाय आत्मवतामनु अनुकम्पया तपो व्यक्तगतिरच्यति।
Thank you, Krishna.
हरे
Pushpa
कृष्ण।
Yashomati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Oh, Venkat Narsimha. Sorry, Mataji. Venkat Narsimha Prabhuji, I'm sorry I put your hand down by mistake. Could you please unmute yourself?
हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
Hare Krishna.
भारतेऽपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्य अल्पक अकल्पान्तमुपचित धर्मज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य उपशमो परम आत्मोपलम्बनम् अनुग्रहाय आत्मावताम् अनुकंपया तपो व्यक्तगति चरति। हरे कृष्ण माता।
Krishna, thank you. Pushpa Yashomati Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, प्रणाम माता जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारतेऽपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्य आकर्पान्तम् उपासित धर्मज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्योपस मो परमात्मोपलम् पणम् अनुग्रहाय आत्मवदाम् अनुकंपयामपो व्यक्तगतिस्तरति। हरे कृष्ण माता
Thank
जी।
you.
थैंक यू माता जी।
Madhumati Vilasni Mataji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारते अपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायण आख्य आकल्प अंतम उपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य उपशयम उपरम परमात्म उपलम्भनम अनुग्रहाय आत्मवताम अनुकंपया तपो अव्यक्तगति च रति। थैंक यू माता जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you. Prema Nandini Madhavi Mataji. Oh, Shubha Rao Prabhuji. Shubha Rao
हरे
Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारतेऽपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्य आकल्पान्तमुपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्यैश्वर्योपशमो परमो आत्मो आत्मोपलम्भननु आत्मोपलम्बनमनुग्रहायात्मवता मम कल्पया तपो व्यक्तगतिश्चरति। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Krishna. Prema Nandini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, प्रणाम माता जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भारते अपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्यः अकलपन्तम् उपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्यो उपशमो परम आत्मोपलम्भनम् अनुग्रहाय आत्मवताम् अनुकंपाय तपो अव्यक्त गतिश्चरति। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Thank
थैंक यू
you,
माता जी।
Krishna. भारते अपि वर्षे भगवान् नरनारायणाख्या अकल्पा अन्तम् उपचित धर्म ज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य उपशमो उपरमा आत्मा उपलम्भानाम् आत्मावताम् अनुकंपया तपो अव्यक्तगतिश्चरति। Bharate, in Bharat, Api, also Varshe, the tract of land, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nar Narayan Akhya, known as Nar Narayan, Akalpa Antam, up to the end of the millennium, Upachita, increasing, Dharma, religion, Gyan and knowledge, Vairagya, renunciation or non-attachment, Aishwarya, mystic opulences, Upasham, control of the senses, Uparam, freedom from false ego, Atma Upalambhanam, self-realization, Anugrihaya, to show favor, Atmavatam, on two persons interested in self-realization, Anukampaya, by causeless mercy, Tapaha, austerities, Avyaktagati, whose glories are inconceivable, Charity executes. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Ki Jai. Sukhdev Goswami continued, the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are inconceivable. He has appeared in the form of Nar Narayan in the land of Bharatvarsha, at a place known as Badrika Ashram, to favor his devotees by teaching them religion, knowledge, renunciation, spiritual power, sense control, and freedom from false ego. He is advanced in the opulence of spiritual assets, and he engages in executing austerity until the end of this millennium. This is the process of self-realization. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. People in India may visit the temple of Nar Narayan at Badrika Ashram just to learn how the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Nar Narayan engages in austerities to teach the people of the world how to achieve self-realization. It is impossible to realize oneself simply by absorbing oneself in speculation and material activities. One must be very serious about self-realization and the practice of austerity. Unfortunately, the people of this age of Kali do not even know the meaning of austerity. Under these circumstances, the Lord has appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to bestow upon the fallen souls the easiest method of self-realization, technically called Cheto Darpana Marjanam, cleansing of the dirt from the core of one's heart. This method is extremely simple. Anyone can chant the glorious Krishna Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this age, there are different forms of so-called advanced scientific knowledge, such as anthropology, Marxism, feudalism, nationalism, and industrialism. But if we work very hard under their guidance, instead of adopting the process practiced by Nar Narayan, we shall waste our valuable form, human form of life. Thus, we shall certainly be cheated and misled. Om Agyan Timirandasya Gyananjan Chalakaya Chakshurunmiltam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Sapadantikam. He Krishna Karna Sindhu Din Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastite Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shnivadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Sukdev Goswami continued, the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are inconceivable. He has appeared in the form of Nar Narayan in the land of Bharatvarsh at the place known as Badrika Ashram to favor his devotees by teaching them religion, knowledge, renunciation, spiritual power, sense control, and freedom from false ego. He is advanced in the opulence of spiritual assets, and he engages in executing austerity until the end of this millennium. This is the process of self-realization. We are reading from 5th canto, The Creative Impetus, chapter number 19, which is called as what?
Description of the island of Jambudvipa.
The description of the island of Jambudvipa, okay? And this is, now we have read so far the prayers offered to Sri Ramchandra from Hanuman. And now we are going to start reading about Krishna's incarnation as Nar Narayan Rishi. So Nar Narayan Rishi is also appearing in Bharatvarsh tract on this planet Earth at a place called Badrika Ashram. You see, we cannot go wrong because it's so exact. Name of God, address of God, qualities of God, features of God, pastimes of God, and house, with planet of God, his associates, everything is given. So that's Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a postgraduate study of spiritual science. Sukdev Goswami is now introducing us to another incarnation of Krishna called Nar Narayan Rishi. And the purpose of Nar Narayan Rishi is to favor the devotees. How? By teaching them religion, knowledge, renunciation, spiritual power, and sense control and freedom from false ego. And how does it teach all that? By teaching how to do austerities. And what is Prabhupada talking about for austerities for people in Kali Yuga? What is he saying in the purport? That people are very austere. You can do so much. What is he saying?
We cannot do.
People don't know
what
even meaning of
austerity.
We do not know
austerity.
the austerity only.
Do not.
People in this age of Kali do not even know the meaning of austerity.
Yathodarpana.
This is like, it's like a very gentle thrashing from the Acharya that you don't even know the meaning. Forget about doing it, you don't even know the meaning. So under these circumstances, which are very, very unfortunate, but there is one fortune, which is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, but then there is a bottom line here that if we don't do this, and if we do take up other forms of isms, like all these listed, then our entire valuable human form is wasted. And we're cheated and we're misled. Wasted, cheated, misled. Yeah, so it's so important, because austerity, what happens by austerity? Krishna talks about austerity throughout Bhagavad Gita, but he specifically mentions about the austerity of the mind, of the body, and of the speech. In which part of Bhagavad Gita?
In 17th chapter.
17th, Mataji, 17th.
Very nice. So he talks about the austerity of the body, of the mind, and of the speech. Now, we can say that Krishna is interested in the soul, right? Because that's where we are coming from. That's where we are part and parcel of Krishna. Body is not part and parcel of Krishna. Yes, it is a separated energy, but actually soul is the essence, right? My existence as soul, like I am, like. But Krishna, interestingly, is not neglecting the body with which the soul is covered throughout Bhagavad Gita. Can you cite me some of the examples? The thing I'm trying to do here is to get to the level of the understanding of oneself as soul, and then understanding at the level of soul being part and parcel of super soul or supreme personality of God or Krishna. One has to start the austerity at the level that we are at right now: body, mind, and speech. So can you give me some of the references from Bhagavad Gita? Please raise your hand. Don't speak over each other. Where Krishna is actually talking about austerity of our material existence, of our conditional state. Do an austerity. Yep, some of the examples and references. Hare Krishna. Oh, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Okay. Yes, some of the places in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is talking about do the austerity. Array. He talks about eating food in 3rd chapter Bhagavad Gita. Yagna, what is that?
यज्ञ अर्थात कर्मणो अन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म
यज्ञ
बन्धनः
अर्थात कर्मणो अन्यत्र कर्मा
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः.
Yeah, so he talks about eating food. Do it as a yagya. Do it as a offering. There's an austerity of what we are choosing to eat. Right now, soul doesn't need to eat to food. Yes, so he talks about that. Is that a reference? Okay, Chitra Subramaniam Mataji. Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Yet karoshi yadasnasi yadjugoshi tadasi yet tapasya kaunteya tat kurusva madarpanam. Whatever you give away, whatever you eat, whatever you perform, whatever charity you do it as an offering to me. Is that correct, Mataji?
Yeah, very nice.
Hare
Okay, very
Krishna,
nice.
thank
So
you.
whatever you do. So he's not, he's not saying do only with in your spiritual life, but whatever you do, it's open. Very nice. Thank you. Where else is he giving the reference of our conditional state of life, and then he's encouraging to the austerity? Give me some more.
17th chapter, Mataji.
Can you please raise your hand, because I do want to get, it becomes difficult for me. Madhumati Vilasni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, in 4.42, it is given in description, if sacrifice of one's material possession is not tailed up for spiritual realization, then such sacrifice becomes material. But one who performs such sacrifice with a spiritual objective or in devotional service makes a perfect sacrifice, Mataji. Like two
Very
kinds
nice.
of sacrifice are there, uh, material and like spiritual.
Very nice. Thank you. So the distinction is given. So it's encouraged that we have to do the austerity or sacrifice or what is the English of yajna? What is the English of yajna?
Sacrifice, Mataji. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice,
Yes,
Mataji.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice, austerity, or renunciation. Okay. Where else? There's a very famous verse in 6th chapter.
Mataji,
Yes,
aham
Prakash.
sarvasya prabhu, matta sarvam pravartate. Everything is from me.
Okay, so he's the enjoyer and he's
Iti
only
matva
enjoyer.
bhajante mam buddha bhava samannitaha.
Thank you. Chitra Krishnan Sevani
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Yuktahara Viharasya, is that the appropriate one, Mataji? Yuktahara Viharasya, Yukta Chetasya Karmashu, Yukta Swapnava Bodhasya Yogo Bhavati Dukkaha. Regulated eating, regulated
Very nice.
sleeping.
That's what I was
Hare
going to bring
Krishna
up.
Mataji.
Very nice. You see, yes, so Krishna talks about that in chapter 6, right? This Pashpa Yashomati Mataji. I think it's the verse 14. No,
Mataji,
17.
Yeah, he sends Parshajaho.
So he who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work can mitigate all pains by practicing the yoga system. Yes, Pushpa Yashomati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, in chapter 3:14, 13, he says, only after sacrificing the food to God, without sacrificing food to God, if we take food, it will cause sins for us. We will be free from sins only after sacrificing food.
Very nice.
Everything
You
to
see, so
God.
Krishna is encouraging that. Okay, very nice. And then in 17th chapter, he's encouraging the austerity of the body, the mind, and the speech. So what I'm trying to say here is that we cannot just say that body is not important and I can directly go to the soul level, because Krishna is not saying that either. Krishna is actually, we are learning that the human form of life is very valuable. The human form is valuable if we are able to do austerities and sacrifices with this form to achieve the goal. Okay, if we are, we cannot neglect the form and go to the soul level directly. Because then there's a concept of spiritual bypassing. I don't want to go into detail because it can get very detailed, but what is the spiritual bypassing? Do you know what is spiritual bypassing? Anyone knows? If we don't take into account the human form of life, you say, okay, this is body doesn't need rest. I can just continue to work. Or this is body, I don't need to eat nutritiously. This is body, I really don't need to exercise. This body, I just don't need to, it needs some food. It needs to be cleaned. I'll just do like that and then concentrate. Yes, that level comes automatically. Yes, I'll just concentrate on Krishna consciousness. But we are not there yet. Until unless we are there, we have to use the vehicle we are given. Okay, that's the whole purpose. Narayan Rishi actually appears to teach us how to engage in the austerity with this human form of life. It's so important. Okay, so every time we try to become more Krishna conscious day by day, let us shed the speculations that we may be holding on to from years and years and years, or maybe lifetimes, about what Krishna conscious is about. Because the Shastras, the Acharyas, are clearly telling us that it is not about devaluing the form that we have right now. It's not. Actually, my friend, Shri Shakti, says she appears in BBC UK twice a week, and she has like 350 million listeners. She was telling me. and she dresses up very nicely. She's very pretty. So and I was telling her, "You're so pretty. You look like an actress." She said her spiritual master, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, he instructed her that she has to look very sharp in public places. You cannot look like ill-kept and unkept, totally renounced personality and appear in the public and expect that people are going to listen to you. Okay, so she said he specifically told me that you have to look very sharp. So I try my best to serve my spiritual master's order. It's so nice. The consciousness is so nice that every care that we give to ourselves becomes a service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if we can have that kind of a life, and that kind of a life will spring from the quality of our chanting. It actually, everything is in the chanting. The quality of our chanting is as gets more and more intensified and serious, our services will expand more and more. Our dedication to the spiritual master will become more and more fixed. The excuses of not serving will become minimal or disappear eventually. Right? There are 3 levels of chanting, right? You know what are the 3 levels of chanting? Nam, Aparad,
Nama
Nam,
Aparadha, Nama
Abhas,
Bhasha, Nama
and
Suddha.
Siddhanam.
Suddha Nam. Yes.
The Nam. So what are the differences? What are the differences? Nam, Aparad, Nam, Abhas, and Siddhanam. The difference is that how purely are we chanting the holy name of Krishna. And if we are, the more pure we get, the more we get attracted to our spiritual existence, and the more we become convinced that how am I supposed to use this form of mind to get there? How? You know, if you, now you tell me, if you want something fixed in the house, let's say, for discussion's sake, and I'm making up this example, the tap is broken in the kitchen, so that needs to be fixed. So are you gonna call an electrician? Are you gonna call a fruit vendor? Or are you gonna call a plumber? They are all human beings, but who are you gonna call to fix it?
Plumber, Mataji. Plumber.
Why not electrician or a fruit vendor?
If they are not expert in that, they don't know that.
So exactly, the point I'm trying to make is that if we have to become a devotee of Krishna, we have to go through this process of austerity and sacrifice to become expert in that chanting. Okay, but if we speculate the process, then we may end up becoming a plumber, electrician, or a fruit vendor, but the need is to become a plumber at the time. So if the need is to become a devotee of Krishna, then the process is, the method is this, the path is this. But if we are going to go here, there, everywhere, and not take to that process, then 3 things are going to happen. We shall waste our valuable form of life. We will certainly be cheated, and we will be misled. Okay, so it's a very nice opening to another domain of our reading the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, where we are going to learn more and more about Narayana Rishi as to how, I think few more verses, how austerity and sacrifice is so vital to human form of life. Because the human form of life, if we utilize in an austere manner, then we actually can extract the essence of human form of life, which is to realize one as part and parcel of Krishna. So he writes, Prabhupada writes a translation. This is the process of self-realization. This is the process of self-realization. It's a process. Okay, it's a process. It's like, for example, process, we can example is kitchen is often called as a lab in a house, right? So let's say somebody wants to eat the dal with the rice. Can they just mix raw dal and raw rice grain and eat it? And say, I ate rice and dal? Yeah, we can do that.
No, Mataji.
Why? Because rice and dal are there. No, it's not a lie. Just mix rice and dal grain and then eat and say, I'm rice and dal. What is the problem?
They are not fit to be, they are not edible, Mataji. Raw.
So they have to go through the process. of being ready to become edible, which is nutritionally nourishing, right? So just by having a human form of life is not enough. So the austerity and sacrifice is a process that makes one ready for self-realization or achieve self-realization. Okay, that's why austerity is in what mode? Austerity to achieve self-realization is in what mode? Goodness, passion, ignorance.
Goodness,
Goodness. Goodness.
Okay, we are
Goodness.
unanimously agreeing it's in the goodness. So is it going to be a very easy task to start with, or is it going to be difficult?
difficult, Mataji.
Difficult, Mataji.
Why? Why?
Because we are in the mode of fashion or ignorance, Mataji, and in general, that means the way how we lead the life currently, and then getting accustomed to the new system, following the things will be very tough, challenging, Mataji. And the mode of goodness also has the characteristics. It will be like initial phase, it will be very challenging, but at the end it will be good actually. So
Very nice.
yeah.
Very nice, because we are going against of what we have been doing for lifetimes after lifetimes. So we have to be very gentle on ourselves, but we also have to be very disciplined and also determined and enthusiastic. And I'm going to do it. And the question I discussed in the last class, that we have to write the right kind of question. The question cannot be, can I do it? The very fact that I have been given this human form of life is I can do it. Now the right question is, how can I do it? What is the process? It doesn't matter how old the body is at present moment. It doesn't matter, because the very fact that one has the human form of life right now, it automatically means that we have an ability to do the austerity and sacrifice to achieve the process of realization. As long as Krishna has given the time, doesn't matter one is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 or whatever. As long as we have it, we have an ability. We get tired of our life. I hear it a lot more after coming to middle age. Do you hear it too? That after 50s, the body is not able to catch up with the demands of the mind? Yeah, is that? I've been hearing that a lot lately from few people.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji.
So, okay, so we hear that the body is not able to catch up with the demands of the mind. So, okay, so we study the life of the person who's saying it. Okay, there's no study, observe. If the life is not led with the goal of self-realization, to achieve Krishna consciousness at the end, then we are exhausting the human form of life. But if the goal is the lifestyle and the goal are aligned with the principles of Krishna consciousness, one becomes more and more and more enthusiastic as one ages. Look at Prabhupada. Like, it's more and more and more enthusiastic, more ambitious. Prabhupada started the movement at the age when people retire and sit at home or travel. He's studying. He never thought less. He told his disciples in Mayapur, approach the Indian government, tell them to apply for freedom for Mayapur, make Mayapur a different country, and this country will have its own currency, and we will say that currency 1 Chaitanya, 2 Chaitanya, 3 Chaitanya, 4 Chaitanya, like that. So think big. Prabhupada was told by his disciples, a suggestion was given that Prabhupada, we should invest in rebuilding Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan, and we will do something small in Ramanreti, but we'll invest a lot of energy in rebuilding Radha Damodar temple. Okay, but something small in Ramanreti. Prabhupada said, my problem is I don't do anything small. That's my problem. You see, he's in his 70s and he's talking like this because he's more and more and more enthusiastic, because as one becomes more and more and more self-realized, then the energy does not depend on the material reasoning anymore. It depends on the soul, which is receiving its energy from Krishna. So everything else just becomes a subservient. And we are so fortunate to have access to that kind of wealth in our lifespan right now. So if somebody says that I'm getting old and the demand of my mind is not able to catch up with my body, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're not trying to become Krishna conscious. I'm so sorry. It's not a well-lived life. Come to us. Remember we talked about the shrewd Shruti Dharma Prabhu, how he enticed the parents. Remember last time we discussed about that, how he enticed the parents of this brahmachari to give them the boy and let them take care of him. Remember that?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Like that, like so, okay, so like that, we can also, if somebody comes and says we are becoming tired, then we can say, oh, I'm sure, come live with us, we will revitalize you. But material life is tiring. I heard one class by Swami Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj, and he was talking about Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He said material life is exhausting, and the process of austerity to achieve self-realization is going to be difficult. But the last chapter of Brihad Bhagavatamrita, he said, is named as Rasayana. He said the closest English word of word Rasayan is elixir. He said it's like, for example, if somebody goes for an Ayurvedic treatment, they give intense treatment by detoxifying the body, by giving diet, by different massages, different kinds of baths, different kind of disciplines. Right. So at the end, the body gets rid of the toxins, but it also becomes weak. It becomes weak. So to rebuild the strength, one is given this drink to have, which is called Rasayana. So like that, the last chapter of Brihad Bhagavatamrita is Rasayana. The one actually becomes completely exhausted by going through austerities in the material world to become Krishna conscious. But this chapter is Rasayana, where the pastimes of Krishna are described by many other living entities. And he kept on, he talked about the peacocks. Basically, this is a result of austerity is not going to be easy. Okay, so we have to be very, very clear with our objective that whatever I'm going to jump into to become Krishna conscious, it's not going to be easy. It's simple life, but it's not easy because we're not used to simple life. So, but at the end, there is a Rasayana waiting for all of us. One pastime I'll quote. Should I quote? I have so many I heard from him, but should I quote like one pastime? Or maybe two?
Yes, Mataji.
So,
Yes, Mataji.
if someone has to leave, please feel free to leave. So he talks about peacocks, okay? He said, in the Rasayana chapter is filled with all these intimate pastimes of Krishna with his devotees. And there is a pastime of the peacocks. The peacocks are dancing in the garden and they see Radha and Krishna. Now, Krishna is looking like an emerald blue. That's his body color. And Radharani is looking like glittering gold. And when they both are dancing, there is a mixture of the color emerald blue and golden yellow, and it comes out to be a different kind of green. And the whole forest is like shining with that green color. And the peacocks absorb that. If you look at the feathers of the peacock, they are green, yellow, and blue. So where are those colors coming from? Here. And it says, so the deer, the deer have very interesting pastimes in that particular chapter Sanatana Goswami is describing. The service of the deer is to just look at Krishna. Just look at Krishna in a certain manner. Like somebody looks at you with a lot of affection and love, there's a certain way of looking, right? So the deers have this particular pastime of just looking at Krishna in a certain manner. Just look at Krishna with love in the eyes. Just shower the love from the heart the vision to Krishna. He said, maybe that's where the English word doe-eyed comes from, because there's so much love in Krishna, in their eyes when they look at Krishna. And they have musk, musk has fragrance. So when Krishna is walking in the forest, they're glancing this loving vision on Krishna, and they're also spreading fragrance for Krishna's pleasure everywhere. So you see, the Rasayana, this is what is waiting for us. That world is not easy to access because we have not trained ourselves. We're not trained. Now we're gonna go and look at these peacocks and deers, and we'll not know what to do. So the austerity in this particular lifespan is going to prepare us for that Rasayana to drink. The question is, do we want to drink it? It does not matter how old one is. What matters is, has my heart reached there? Remember, we discussed this last time. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying to Ramananda Rai, charioteer, heart is the charioteer and leg is a chariot. So the chariot goes where the charioteer takes the chariot. So the heart has to reach first. Have you given your heart to Krishna yet? If yes, then this is not going to be difficult. This is going to be easy. I think I'll stop here. So we'll indulge in these pastimes with this notion in our heart that may Narayan Rishi give us the mercy to each one of us to entail the austerities, no matter how difficult they appear and no matter how lonely we feel in executing those austerities. Any questions, reflections, realizations, or corrections? I don't even know if I'm audible.